A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Dear student, assalamu alaikum. This is our 29th lecture on advanced geochemistry, and our today topic is symmetry operations. Because the topic is very important. Before it, I have discussed a lot about the symmetry operations and I have given a detailed lecture. But today I will try to explain more and more about the symmetry operations and how these operations are carried out. I will try to explain with simple examples. I am pretty sure you will understand. And our today key concepts are only symmetry operations with talking about few examples of the symmetry operations. Symmetry operations, the operation carried out to ascertain the presence of symmetry elements are known as symmetry operations. Means, what are the operations? Operations are rotation, reflection. Okay, the symmetry operations जो हम implement करते हैं, which are going to be implemented on the molecules, are called rotation and reflection. These are the symmetry operations. The symmetry operations carried out to ascertain the presence of symmetry elements means symmetry elements को identify करने के लिए, to identify the symmetry elements and to confirm that symmetry elements is present in the molecules, we do some operations like rotation and reflection. These are the basic symmetry operations. This is called symmetry operation, and this is called the this is the simplest definition of symmetry operation. The operation carried out to ascertain the presence of symmetry elements are known as symmetry operation. The basic operations are rotation and reflections. These are the basic symmetry operations, rotation and reflection, because what we do with the molecules, we first of all rotate the molecules at about 180 degree and then reflect it. When we see that the reflection is a mirror image and superposable, that the molecules are identical. If the molecules are non-superimposable and mirror image, that the molecules are non-Schumers. On the basis of symmetry operations, we identify the molecules that they are similar or different compounds. A symmetry operation may be defined as an operation which results in the conversion of the molecule into an equivalent configuration. This is another definition of symmetry operation. A symmetry operation may be defined as an operation which results in the conversion of the molecule into an equivalent configuration. Means we have a molecule, just take the example of acetic acid. When we convert the molecule into another configurational isomers, the other molecule will be equivalent to the first molecules. We just apply the symmetry operations like rotation. Just we have rotated the molecules at some extent of angle, means sometimes we rotate at about 180 degree and then we reflect the molecules. This asymmetry operation may be defined as an operation which results in the conversion of the molecule into an equivalent configuration. This means that the molecule obtained after the operation is indistinguishable from the original molecules. कहने का मतलब ये है, after applying the symmetry operations, the molecule which are going to be obtained is indistinguishable from the original molecules. Means it must be similar to the original molecules. There are four basic type of symmetry elements. Number one, axis of symmetry. It is denoted with Cn, and then plane of symmetry, sigma. It is denoted with sigma, and center of symmetry. It is denoted with I, and there is another symmetry, and this is called the alternating axis of symmetry. It is denoted with Sn. These are the four basic symmetry operations symmetry elements which are present in the molecules. ये जो चार symmetry elements हैं बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट हैं when we are going to analyze the molecule, and what we observe in the molecules, that if any of the element of present in the molecules, then we may say that molecules may be achiral or achiral. On the basis of these symmetry elements, we distinguished between the molecules. These are the four basic types of symmetry elements. One is axial symmetry, it is denoted with the Cn. Then planar symmetry, denoted with the sigma. Central symmetry, denoted with the I. And alternating axial symmetry, it is denoted with Sn. These are four symmetry elements which are going to be observed in the molecule. A molecule is asymmetric and therefore optically active if it does not possess any of the following element of symmetry. अब ये important point है, अगर इन चार एलिमेंट में कोई एक एलिमेंट भी किसी कंपाउंड के अंदर मौजूद ना हो, अ मॉलिक्यूल इज एसिमेट्रिक, वो मॉलिक्यूल एसिमेट्रिक होगा या डिससिमेट्रिक होगा. इन माय प्रीवियस लेक्चर आई हैव यूज्ड थ्री टर्मिनोलॉजीज, सिमेट्रिक, एसिमेट्रिक एंड डिससिमेट्रिक. यूजुअली जो एसिमेट्रिक और डिससिमेट्रिक हैं ये यूजुअली अबाउट सेम टर्म्स हैं, but on the basis of molecules sometimes we discriminate between some asymmetric and disymmetric. A molecule is asymmetric and therefore optically active. एक molecule है वो asymmetric होगा, that is why it will be optically active if it does not possess any of the following element of symmetry. अगर इनमें ये जो चार element of symmetry हैं कोई भी element मौजूद ना हो. Let's start. A plane of symmetry divides a molecule in such a way that atoms are grouped on one side of the plane form mirror image of those on the other side. This is the plane of symmetry. Just see the example of tartaric acid. This is L plus tartaric acid. It does not contain any element of symmetry. That is why it is chiral, because two chiral centers present in the molecules 1 and 2, because on each center four different groups are attached, like this is 1 and this is 2 and this is 3 and this is fourth groups. Similarly at this carbon it also contains a big group, OH group, carboxylic acid and hydrogen. That is why it contains two chiral centers and it is L plus tartaric acid. Similarly, this is the D-tartaric acid. When we see the relationship, we just put a mirror. अगर हम यहाँ पे mirror place करें तो ये दो molecule they are mirror image. But when we pick the molecule and placed on these molecules, then they are non-superimposable. Then this is the definition of enantiomers, because the relationship between the two is that they are enantiomers because there is no element of symmetry in two molecules. But there is another isomer of the tartaric acid. This is called mesotartaric acid. This is optically inactive. Why it is optically inactive? The reason behind that, the element of symmetry which is called plane of symmetry. This is the plane of symmetry. Any plane which divide the molecule into two equal halves is called plane of symmetry. अब ये जो प्लेन ऑफ सिमेट्री है ये मॉलिक्यूल को टू इक्वल हाफ में डिवाइड करते हैं. एक हाफ ये बन रहा है, जैसा ये है वैसा का वैसा ये. इसको इंटरनल कंपनसेशन भी कहते हैं कि विद इन द मॉलिक्यूल इंटरनल कंपनसेशन है. विद इन द मॉलिक्यूल इंटरनल कंपनसेशन है एंड दैट इज व्हाई द मॉलिक्यूल इज ऑप्टिकली इनएक्टिव. क्यों? उसकी रीज़न ये है कि एक तो इसमें प्लेन ऑफ सिमेट्री है. When there is a plane of symmetry, this one part rotate the molecule in one direction and this part will move in opposite direction. Then both direction will be cancelled out and the net optical activity will be zero. When the optical activity of any compound is zero, we say that the compound is optically inactive. That is why if you look into the mesotartaric acid, you can see that here is chiral center, this is also chiral center, but in spite of chiral center, asymmetric center, there is a planar symmetry because plane divide the molecule into two equal halves. That is why due to this planar symmetry the molecule become optically inactive. This is the planar symmetry. This element of symmetry, if this is the example, if such type of element is present in any compound, in any molecule, then the molecule will be optically inactive and molecule will be symmetric, molecule will not be asymmetric, and molecule will not be optically active. There is another element of symmetry. A central symmetry is a point from which lines drawn to equal distance in opposite direction will meet identical points. Let's see the example of 2,4-dimethyl cyclobutane 1,3-dicarboxylic acid. ये स्ट्रक्चर है 2,4-dimethyl 1,3-dicarboxylic acid, has a central symmetry and is therefore optically inactive. Why it is optically inactive? You can see that this carboxylic acid group, when we draw the line, will meet with this carboxylic acid, and again we draw the line of methyl, and this methyl and this methyl, they are crossing line, and then we draw the line of hydrogen, this hydrogen and this hydrogen and this hydrogen, and you can see that a symmetry, a point, a center of symmetry is going to be found in the molecules. At the center, all the atoms joined over there. That is why, due to presence of central symmetry, this type of molecule, this molecule is optically inactive because it contains a center of symmetry. This is 2,4-dimethyl cyclobutane 1,3-dicarboxylic acid. Why it is optically inactive? Because it contains a center of symmetry. That is why it is optically inactive. इसमें देखें, ये जो लाइन है कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड की, यहाँ से खींचें और इसको इस कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड पे लेके आएँ, तो ये, और इसी तरह ये मेथल से लाइन खींचें और इस मेथल के साथ मिलाएं, इस हाइड्रोजन की लाइन इस हाइड्रोजन के साथ मिलाएं, इस हाइड्रोजन की इस हाइड्रोजन के साथ, तो एक पॉइंट बनेगा. ये पॉइंट जो है, दिस इज द सेंटर. ड्यू टू दिस सेंट्रल पॉइंट, जो इसकी ऑप्टिकल एक्टिविटी है वो ज़ीरो हो जाती है, क्योंकि ये इक्वल हाफ में प्लेन पोलराइज को रोटेट करेगा. दैट इज़ वाई दिस इज ऑप्टिकली इनएक्टिव, बिकॉज दिस कंपाउंड कंटेन्स अ सेंटर ऑफ सिमेट्री. There is another example. Now you can see the dimethyl diketopiperazine. Dimethyl diketopiperazine ये एक स्ट्रक्चर है, ये इसका सीज आइसोमर है. अब इस सीज में देखें तो इसमें कोई there is no any group which is going to coincide with each other, no element of symmetry. That way this is optically active. ये जो कंपाउंड है इसमें कोई एलिमेंट ऑफ सिमेट्री नहीं है, क्योंकि आप इस मेथल के मुकाबले में ये हाइड्रोजन है, इस मेथल के मुकाबले में भी ये हाइड्रोजन है. अब यहाँ पे देखें, इसका जो दूसरा आइसोमर है, देयर इज एन अदर ट्रांस आइसोमर. यू कैन सी दैट दिस मेथल, इस मेथल के साथ अब लाइन ड्रा करेंगे, देन यू विल ड्रा द लाइन ऑफ हाइड्रोजन ऑफ दिस हाइड्रोजन, एंड यू विल सी दैट एक पॉइंट बन रहा है यहाँ पे, एक सेंट्रल पॉइंट. दिस सेंट्रल पॉइंट वी say that it contains element of symmetry which is point of center of symmetry. इसके अंदर center of symmetry है जिसको हम I से ज़ाहिर करते हैं. that is it is optically inactive, क्योंकि इसमें जो both sides हैं वो क्या हो जाएंगी, डिवाइड हो जाएंगी. अगर कोई मॉलिक्यूल इक्वल हाफ में डिवाइड हो रहा है तो ऑप्टिकली इनएक्टिव होगा. अगर कोई मॉलिक्यूल, आप इसको आप इक्वल हाफ में डिवाइड नहीं कर सकते सीज आइसोमर को. यू कैन नॉट डिवाइड द सीज आइसोमर, बट यू कैन डिवाइड द ट्रांस आइसोमर इनटू इक्वल हाफ्स. दैट इज व्हाई दिस इज ऑप्टिकली इनएक्टिव एंड दिस is optically active. trans isomer is optically inactive and cis isomer is optically active because it does not contain any element of symmetry. There is another alternating axis of symmetry. A molecule possesses an n-fold alternating axis of symmetry if when rotated by an angle of 360 by n about this axis and then followed by the reflection in a plane perpendicular to the axis, the molecule is indistinguishable from the original molecule. आप इस molecule को देखें, this is the simplest molecule. ये जो A और B डाला हुआ है, it shows four-fold alternating symmetry. मीन्स हम इसको रोटेट करेंगे, रोटेशन देंगे 90 डिग्री की, वी विल गेट दिस वन. अब ये मेथल यहाँ पे एक्सियल है, जो ही इसको रोटेट किया ये मेथल कहाँ पे नीचे आ गया. अब ये मेथल नीचे था, ये क्या हो गया ऊपर आ गया, क्योंकि हमने इसको रोटेट किया. आप इसको पकड़ के आप इसका मॉडल बनाएं और इसको पकड़ के इसे रोटेट करें तो यू विल सी ये जो ऊपर वाले हैं वो नीचे आ जाएंगे और नीचे वाले ऊपर चले जाएंगे. अब हमने 4 टाइम इसकी रोटेशन देखनी है. आफ्टर 4 फोल्ड अल्टरनेटिव सिमेट्री वी सी दैट हम यहाँ पे मिरर रखेंगे. मिरर रखेंगे तो क्या होगा कि मिरर प्लेन हमें मिलेगी. इस मिरर प्लेन जैसे ये होता है कि मॉलिक्यूल्स बिकम ऑप्टिकली इनएक्टिव, क्योंकि इसके अंदर 4 फोल्ड अल्टरनेटिंग एक्सिस सिमेट्री है. अ मॉलिक्यूल possess an n-fold alternating axis symmetry if when rotated by an angle 3/60 by n about this axis and then followed by the reflection in a plane perpendicular to the axis, the molecule is indistinguishable from the original molecule. This molecule, however, also possesses 2 planes of symmetry, but if we replace the methyl groups with alternating plus this group, alkyl group, represented by plus Z and minus Z, then the molecule has no plane of symmetry but a 4-fold alternating symmetry. Reflection of plus form is minus form. Rotate the molecule around the axis by 360 and place a mirror at the right angle to this axis. Observe the mirror image. If it is identical to the original compound, then the molecule has an n-fold axis of symmetry. It is optically inactive. तो मॉलिक्यूल क्या हो जाएगा ऑप्टिकली इनएक्टिव हो जाएगा. दिस इज द एग्जांपल. अगर आप इस कंपाउंड्स को रोटेट करें, अगेन दिस इज वेरी एग्जांपल 1, और फिर मिरर रखें इस मिरर, तो ये देखिए आफ्टर 4 टाइम रोटेशन यू आर गेटिंग द सेम मॉलिक्यूल लाइक दिस. ये मॉलिक्यूल इस मॉलिक्यूल और इस मॉलिक्यूल में कोई फर्क नहीं है. Indistinguishable identical molecules, you are getting identical molecules. That is why we say that the compounds contain 4-fold axis symmetry. This is called alternating axis symmetry. अब इस alternate axis symmetry से compounds become optically inactive. This is another example. You can see that here is Z plus and this is 1 2 3 4 and Z negative, Z plus and Z negative. If you are going to rotate the molecule by 90 degree, you can observe that this Z plus will take the position over here. Just आपने इस molecule को rotate करना है. यहाँ से पकड़ के ऐसे rotate करेंगे तो ऐसे rotate करें, ऐसे यहाँ से पकड़ के ऐसे rotate करें तो you will see that ये वाली orientation मिलेगी आपको. अगर इसमें Z प्लस ये हो और Z माइनस ये हो तो sometimes it can become optically active, but क्योंकि 4-fold एक्सेस जब इसमें हम अप्लाई करते हैं तो ये कंपाउंड ऑप्टिकली देते हैं. If a compounds contain 2 chiral centers like D1 and D2, this is L1 L2, this is L1 D2, this is D1 L2. We have here 4 optically active form, 2 pair of enantiomers and 2 racemic form. Generally speaking, if a compound contains n chiral centers, then the possible number of enantiomers is 2 power n or 2 power n minus 1 pair of antipodes. This is the maximum number of enantiomers. Sometimes we get lesser number of enantiomers because some of the isomers are meso compounds. We have seen this in the case of tartaric acid. Specific Question of absolute configuration. The four groups attached to an asymmetric carbon atom are assigned priorities according to the atomic number of the first atom attached to it. If two groups have the same first atom, then the atom weight of the second atom is taken into consideration. The C2H5 has a higher priority than a CH3 group. When multiply bonds or rings are present, the priority is determined in the following manner. Both atoms attached to the double bond are considered to be duplicated for a double bond and triplicated for triple bonds. ये हम उस बेस पे कह रहे हैं कि अगर किसी कंपाउंड्स के अंदर टू कैरल सेंटर्स हों तो उसके पॉसिबल एनंशियोमर्स जो है ना 2 पावर n, ये फार्मूला है. n मीन्स नंबर ऑफ कैरल सेंटर्स. ये फार्मूला अप्लाई करेंगे तो आपको पता चलेगा इसमें कितने पॉसिबल एनंशियोमर्स हैं. और पेयर्स ऑफ जो एंटीपोड्स हैं 2 पावर n-1 है, वो पेयर ऑफ एंटीपोड, ये फार्मूला है. दिस इज द maximum number of enantiomers. Sometimes we get lesser number of enantiomers because some of the isomers are meso compound. We have seen this in the case of tartaric acid, जो हमने tartaric acid की एग्जांपल ली है. As we have explained that now the asymmetric carbon atom is viewed in this way, that the atom or group with the lowest priority is on the back side. Now we start with the atom group of highest priority and go to the atom or group of lowest priority among the three remaining group. If a clockwise circle is made in this way, the absolute configuration of chiral center is R rectus, right, otherwise it is S. अब ये जो है ये शो कर रहा है आपको कि जो डबल बॉन्ड है इसको 2 टाइम्स हम, अब ये वाला डबल बॉन्ड और ये वाला मॉलिक्यूल बराबर हैं. सिमिलरली ये वाला ग्रुप और ये वाला ग्रुप आपस में बराबर हैं. सिमिलरली ये C ट्रिपल बॉन्ड N है कहीं पे, और कहीं पे इस तरह का मॉलिक्यूल लगा हुआ है CNNCC, तो देन ये आपस में इक्वल होंगे. तो ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दिस वी असाइन द प्रायोरिटी that in the same way D-glyceraldehyde is और glyceraldehyde मीन्स इसमें जो ये कॉन्फ़िगरेशन है इसकी देखें, ये बन रही है और रेक्टस क्लॉकवाइज, क्योंकि इसको नंबर 1 देंगे, ये नंबर 2, नंबर 3, ये नंबर लोएस्ट प्रायोरिटी बिलो द प्लेन है. अगेन दिस इज 1 2 3 4 एंटी क्लॉकवाइज सनिस्टर. अगेन दिस इज 1 2 3 and 4, this is again class, this is rectus. That is why in the same way D-glyceraldehyde R glyceraldehyde, जो D है वो R बन जाता है जब हम इसके कॉन्फ़िगरेशन करते हैं. ये पहले मैं आप लोगों को R इस कॉन्फ़िगरेशन के बारे में बता चुका हूँ. Today we have discussed in this lecture about the element of symmetry and them some pair of enantiomers and some clockwise, anti-clockwise and some groups, कि हम उन ग्रुप को किस तरह डिस्टिंग्विश करेंगे. तो ये जो लेक्चर है इसमें जो हमारा मेन फोकस था टू नाउ द एलिमेंट ऑफ सिमेट्री, कि हम सिमेट्री एलिमेंट ऑफ सिमेट्री कैसे मालूम कर सकते हैं. तो जैसे मैंने आपको बताया कि किसी कंपाउंड्स के अंदर प्लेनर सिमेट्री हो तो वो भी ऑप्टिकली इनएक्टिव है. अगर किसी कंपाउंड्स के अंदर सेंट्रल सिमेट्री हो वो भी ऑप्टिकली इनएक्टिव होगा. अगर किसी कंपाउंड्स के अंदर अल्टरनेटिंग एक्सिस सिमेट्री हो तो वो भी क्या होगा, ऑप्टिकली इनएक्टिव होगा. उसमें हम करते क्या हैं, वी जस्ट डू द सिमेट्री ऑपरेशंस. हम उस सिमेट्री ऑपरेशन अप्लाई करेंगे जिसमें जस्ट क्या आता है, रोटेशन एंड रिफ्लेक्शन आता है. रोटेट करते हैं देन रिफ्लेक्ट करते हैं. आफ्टर रोटेशन रिफ्लेक्शन उसके बाद हमें पता चलता है कि ये जो कंपाउंड है ये ऑप्टिकली इनएक्टिव है या ऑप्टिकली एक्टिव है. अब ये जो सिमेट्री एलिमेंट्स हैं ये जस्ट इसलिए अप्लाई किए जाते हैं कि टू नो द ऑप्टिकल एक्टिविटी ऑफ द कंपाउंड्स, के मॉलिक्यूल सिमेट्रिक है या एसिमेट्रिक है. डेफिनेटली जो कंसेप्ट हमने बिल्ड किया है कि जो कंपाउंड्स ऑप्टिकली एक्टिव होगा वो एसिमेट्रिक होगा, जो कंपाउंड ऑप्टिकली इनएक्टिव है वो सिमेट्रिक होगा. तो ये जो लेक्चर था ये सारा इस बेस पे, इट वाज वेरी सिंपल. अगर आपने इसमें जो एग्जांपल किए हैं, just you draw on the paper and try to put the operation like rotation and reflection, then you will easily discriminate between the symmetric and asymmetric molecules, and then you will observe that whether the compound is optically active or inactive. If you have any question, you can ask me. I will try to give you answer, and after that I will start symmetry points group. If you have any question from these slides, you can ask me. I am here to give you answers.